Hi guys, here's part 2 of the Onision video. If you have any questions, there's going to be videos up above, including the link for part 1 of this. Hopefully I will just be doing the one video on Onision, although I have previously mentioned him in another video that's more related towards his fandom than him, but which I'll also link that one up above. If you have any questions, queries, let me know, and I'll see you at the end. You married Lainey when she was only 17. Now, I know this is a law that both the UK and the US have, and I know that Canada, New Zealand and Australia have it too, and a lot of Europe. The vast majority of countries that aren't run by religious governments have the law that you have to be of the age of 18 to get married. Now, there are numerous reasons for this, namely because before the age of 18 you are seen as generally too immature to get married. Now, Lainey was 17. During her last year at high school, you two had to hide your relationship, and whether or not you had her parents' consent is something completely different. But at the end of the day, she was 17, not 18. You didn't wait until she was 18 before you got married. And you were in a relationship with her from being about 7, not long after her 17th birthday, from the research that I've done. Now, considering at the time you were in your late 20s, if I'd have been Lainey's parents, which I'm not, if I'd have been Lainey's parents, then you would have been in serious trouble. Obviously, I don't know the age of consent where Lainey comes from, but I'm hoping that it was either 16 or 17, or somewhere in between the two. I know in this country the age of consent is 16, which to me sounds fine. But what I'm saying is, you have a tendency to barely skate on what is legal, and you seem to say that what is legal and what is moral is the same thing. That if it's illegal, then it's immoral. No, there are certain laws, certain things that you can do that are legal but are immoral. There are certain things that you can do that are illegal but are moral. Now, I know you've had some people in relationships in the past that have been older than Lainey or yourself at the time, but the more public ones, such as Lainey, a previous ex, and Billy, your relationship with them started before they turned 20, and considering with Lainey you were in your late 20s, and with Billy you were in your 30s, doesn't look so good, Greg. It looks bad. But because you are the perfect villain of YouTube, meaning that everybody loves to hate you, it's just like, oh, it's just Greg. Oh, it's just Greg. Oh, it's just Onision. Oh, it's just Onision Boy. No, you still have to be called out for these things because it's beyond ridiculous. Now, this next one is just strictly my opinion. That I don't watch your videos, and I don't watch your videos for a reason. You enrage me a lot of the time. I don't find you funny. I don't find you humorous. I think I did for about 2 weeks. And then I watched one of your videos about, I think it was either self-harm or rape, and I was like, no, I'm done. But this is just my opinion. It seems as though you are inviting other people into relationships, into the house, to keep Lainey happy. Now, I know Lainey is gender fluid, and I know she's also she's either bisexual or pansexual, or doesn't care what or where they come from. But, you know, she likes to love people, which is fine. But it appears as though you're trying to make her happy by allowing her to do things that are normal, wouldn't exist in a normal relationship. Me and my husband have occasionally joked of like, wouldn't it be funny if we did this? And we would never do it. Now, there are various reasons as to why. But the main reason being, I'm happy with my husband. I adore my husband. I love my husband to pieces. And I wouldn't change him for the world. I'm happily married and I will stay happily married for the foreseeable future. Now, we might joke about bringing people into the marriage, but it's never serious. You know, we'll see somebody on telly and be like, oh, well, can you join in? And I'll be like, yeah, okay then. It's a bit of fun, that's all it is. But you seem to be letting Eleni decide what's right and what's wrong in the relationship, trying to keep her happy, trying to keep her with you. When, to me, that doesn't seem right, don't feel right to me. Sorry. Now, this next one I have done a previous video on, which I will link above. I also linked some videos that Repsion, the Warskis, and Blue White have done on Onision. If you want to watch any Joy's, just basically type in Joy Sparkle BS Onision and the long list will come up. You use a lot of cult-like manipulative behaviour with your fans, with your relationships. I will use 2 examples on this one. Everybody, and I mean everybody, is suffering because of the ad boycott. Everybody's AdSense is crap. Everybody's AdSense is down. A lot of YouTube channels are dying. But of course, you're telling your viewers, if I don't get my views up and I don't get this up and I don't get that up, I'm going to lose money. So you're guilting people. You know, if I can't survive, I'm going to have to stop doing YouTube and find something else. And then your viewers are panicking and then you're saying, well, I do have a Patreon, and then they don't. You're guilting them into donating to your Patreon. You do this with, if I can't keep doing YouTube, I'm going to kill myself. That's manipulative behaviour. It's like you turning around to Lainey and saying, if you leave me, I'm going to kill myself. It's manipulative. And it's cult-like because you are manipulating people you've never even met to do what you want them to do. You've had them attack Joy, you've had them attack Mike, you've had them attack Repsion, Blur, everybody. Because you're an idiot. Instead of fighting your own battles. Okay. This one's a good one, right? This is something that a lot of people forget. The YouTube age demographic isn't correct. So while your analytics will say that the vast majority of your subscribers are between the ages of blah blah and blah blah, doesn't necessarily mean it's right. I know multiple people that are under the age of 18 that are down as 18 plus on YouTube. You know, it's a bit... You know what I mean? It's a bit suspicious that all your subscribers are like aged 18 plus, 25 plus. No. Like I say, a lot of people, particularly above 13 and up, generally put on that they're over 18 because there are certain videos they can't watch if they're under 18. Perfect example is Markiplier's videos. The amount of effort and planning that guy does, you have to be over 18 to be able to watch them. Or it is most definitely not the type of videos that will be pushed excuse me, to a 13-year-old. You accuse social commentary channels to be stalkers and belittling them on all forms of social media. You've done this to Joy, because she actually released the entire conversation where she was trying her best to accommodate you despite the fact that she has health issues. But you was like, no, we're doing it this point. This time, I dictated I want it to be on You Now when you'd previously tried to debate her on You Now, and it failed because You Now is crap. So, I'm not doing a social commentary channel like myself, like Nepsion, like Blair, like Joy, like Mykinator, like a lot of social commentary channels, Bionic Pig, iDubbbz, and so on and so forth, are social commentary channels, which means they have the right to talk about other YouTube channels. Now, we're not drama channels, we don't stir up drama, we don't get involved in drama, we just tell everybody, this is what this person said, this is my opinion, that's it. It's not a drama channel. A drama channel is completely different. Now, you drag them over social media, and you belittle them over social media. Which, to me, is... You tell people to do their research when you fail to do so. When coming for Blue White. In the whole entire video, because you were talking about... I think the video was about the differences between feminism and egalitarianism, or something along those lines. And you were telling Blur to do her research, and you also stated in the video that if she was in the Middle East, she was raped, she was to get pregnant, that she'd be forced to keep the child. You clearly had done zero research on her, because she's transgender. So she wouldn't go into the Middle East anyway because she'd be sent right home. Or she'd be killed. She can't get pregnant. She can't have children. So... you play the victim card constantly. And demonises others, including YouTube. Going back again to the whole demonetized and Adsense being down. Whom you have accused of killing your channel and Lenny's channels, because you are losing both subs and Adsense. Now, for those that don't do YouTube, you probably won't have a clue what Adsense is. Adsense is how YouTubers make money. Now, to do Adsense, you have to have a verified YouTube account, you have to have an Adsense account, which is linked to your YouTube account, and how much money you make, it relates to how many ads are on each video, what type of ads they are, what type of video that is deemed as, and etc. Because of all these new guidelines that are coming in, I'll also link my Keep YouTube Creepy ad, because it goes into a bit more detail in that video. Now, with reference to the AdSense, like I said, everybody is having issues. Now, somebody like Greg is fine. He has 2 houses, and only one of which has a mortgage. Why not just sell the one that's got the mortgage? Wouldn't that make sense? He has savings. So, that's going to be enough money to pay your bills for a couple of years. Until all this ad stuff gets sorted out. What's the big problem? It's not like you like Kendall or Rob or Phil or people like that, that's videos are either getting completely demonetized or their AdSense is pittance when they're getting millions of views, particularly when you look at somebody like Phil. Philip DeFranco, his videos generally get at least over 1 million views within the first 24 to 48 hours. And that's where he makes his money. But because of the AdSense palaver, it's caused a lot of issues with his Adsense. And also because he's doing the whole news network, he's gone to fan funding, which is common because TYT have done it up front for a long time. So, but accusing YouTube of killing your channel because you lose subscribers after the last 6 months is everything that's happened in the last 6 months with both the forum and with Billy and Isla. And you're saying that you're losing subscribers because of YouTube? No. People are seeing you for the bullcrap that you are. You are leaving yourself wide open to lawsuits from Billy and Isla, as well as family members of those in your body positivity videos. Now, by this I'm meaning you revealed information about Billy and Isla that should never have been revealed. I'm talking about all of it. Medical, criminal, everything. Intimate, whole 9 yards. You don't have the right to reveal that information. And then all your little minions went and attacked Billy. I'm sorry, but you don't do that. Yes, I understand. What she did was illegal. Smoking weed is illegal in this country, and I can't see it not being illegal in this country in the near future. And to some people that means it's bad. Now, for me, I do get asked quite a lot because I'm in chronic pain. Why not try weed for the chronic pain? And it's like, yeah, but the problem is with me, it makes me feel physically sick, so I can't. Now, when I was younger, my brother used to smoke it. I never did anything. I never rang the police while he was smoking in his bedroom. Why would I? It's one of those things that, when it comes to this, we're going back a long time. We're talking that, to me, and this is somebody from the criminalistic field, me, weed is on the bottom run of criminal acts that I'm bothered about. I'm more bothered about murder, child abuse, and so on. So, now, you don't like being called out, but you do it to others. You don't like being called out for your forum. You don't like being called out for when you say one thing in one video and then a couple of months later you say something completely different in another video. Or your strange behaviour, or your obsessive behaviour, and so on. But you do it to others. How many times have you brought Shane Dawson into the topic of your videos for no reason? He collabed with you once, years ago. And he doesn't even think about you. But yeah, it's like you're constantly vying for his attention. Just like you are with iDubbbz and PewDiePie. God help, probably Markiplier. Now, you, in a way, yourself are a social commentary channel. You comment on all forms of society. Now, I generally just call people out for doing things that I think are wrong. Now, again, this comes back to the whole, just because it's not illegal doesn't mean it's moral. You have... It seems that you constantly use manipulative behaviour. This is referring back to one of my previous comments, but I'm gonna expand on it. There's text messages to Billy. If he chained up in the bedroom, do this, do that, do this, do that, and we'll take your bike. No. Again, the stuff with the YouTube channel, if you don't keep watching, I'm going to kill myself. If YouTube doesn't figure this out, I'm going to kill myself. Now, to me, if you were truly suicidal, you wouldn't say that. And I'm going to think this is going to be my last pointer this time. Allowing his fan base to abuse those he's against. Now, you love attacking people on social media. You enjoy it, you revel in it. And don't pretend that you don't, because you do. And you like the power that YouTube gives you. And you revel in it, and to me, it's poisoning you. Now, okay, this will be my final point. Right. Deep down inside, I don't think you're that bad. I think that you have a few wires crossed, but I don't think you're that bad. I think you are manipulative, and I think that that could come across as abusive. And that a lot of this may be related to something that happened years ago. Now, with what's going on in your channel, and with all the heat that you've been getting over the last 6 months, here's a little bit of advice from somebody that's older than you. Shut YouTube down. Shut Lenny's YouTube down. I'm not saying shut the channel down. I'm just saying switch off the computer, switch off the social media, back away, and spend a couple of months, just the two of you, together in your relationship with the kids. As a family. And not think about AdSense, not think about YouTube. And then when you come back, all this AdSense crap might be fixed, because they're in the process of trying to fix it now. And I think it will slowly get better. Now, I'm telling you now that if you carry on down the road that you're going down, you will lose everything. Lainey will get to the point, like all your other exes have done, and say, I'm done. Or she'll grow out of being with you. Because if I was in a relationship with a guy like you, it would be driving me crazy. Now, I'm saying this as one 30-odd-year-old to another 30-odd-year-old. Take a step back, take a breather, spend some time with friends and family, stay off YouTube for a while, and relax. I generally record out of a week 2 days, if that, or 2 nights, if that, and it's usually only for about 4 or 5 hours a night. That's including streaming. Now, obviously, because I'm using a webcam, it's slightly different. I can't, while the video's rendering, I can't record, because the program I use for rendering is the same program I use for recording. So, but Onision, you need to back off. You need to back away from the computer for a short while. You need to take a breath and spend some family time. Just an advice from somebody that's older than you, but not by much. Now, that's going to be it for this. I'm going to edit it and probably upload it tonight, because I didn't upload a video last night, because I was recovering from spending time with friends. So that's it. That's my take on the villain of YouTube, Onision. Now, hopefully I'll just do the one video on him. I hope he doesn't do anything else, so that I feel as though I'll have to make another video. But I think this is going to be it. Also, I think the same pretty much can be said for John. With a bit of luck, both channels will get back on the right path, shall we say. So, that's it for tonight. I might record a couple more videos for the rest of the week. If you have anybody you want me to cover in any future video, pop it down below. Any questions, queries, again, pop them down below. Any vile or harassing comments will be deleted after being reported. Stay safe, have fun, and I'll see you soon.